वॉर रुकवा दी चच्चा। All you Pakistanis in the comment sections, you will always be our छोटा भाई, okay? बड़ी बहन हमेशा इंडिया ही रहेगी।
भारत बाप है, भारत बाप है।
भारत बाप नहीं यार, माता है, माता। इतना नहीं समझाया तुम्हें रूबिका बीजेपी ने अभी तक?
Bro, didn't even hesitate.
So, predictably, Indian news anchors are quite upset with Pakistan in the spotlight this week. Trump was threatening nuclear holocaust, the genocide of an entire civilization, and then suddenly there was a pause. Pakistan helped broker a 2-week ceasefire between US, Iran and Israel. If the ceasefire holds, and that's a big if, then talks will be held in Islamabad and the deal that will come out of it will be called the Islamabad Accord. Now, we are recording the show on April 9th at 1 p.m. so the situation is very, very fluid. It can literally go anywhere right now. But सबसे अहम मुद्दा कुछ और है स्टूडियो जीवीज की नाराजगी का या वरी का। वॉर पापा को रुकवानी थी, धुरंधर हम बनाए, वो भी 2-2 पार्ट, और क्रेडिट मिल रहा है ब्लडी पाकिस्तानियों को।
पाकिस्तान रियली?
पाकिस्तान रियली? और कोई नहीं मिला था ट्रम्प को?
नहीं।
अंजना एट 5 PM, पाकिस्तान रियली? मिस्टर डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प, कोई और नहीं मिला था आपको? अंजना बाय 9 PM, पाकिस्तान ने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं यार, व्हाट्स द बिग डील?
वो सिर्फ यहाँ से वहां लिफाफा पहुंचाने वाला भूमिका में था, इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं।
ओनली लिफाफा पहुंचाना फ्रॉम वन जगह टू द अदर, ये कोई असली डिप्लोमेसी थोड़ी ना है, ये तो है
पाकिस्तान की कॉपी पेस्ट वाली डिप्लोमेसी।
एग्जैक्टली, डोनाल्ड के डक निकले शहबाज शरीफ। डोनाल्ड के डक। I really didn't think I'd see this on television news. Over at Republic, the OG pack basher was obviously not impressed.
You see, Shehbaz Sharif, some people call him a postman, some people call him a courier boy. I like the description courier boy because they're a messenger, like a pigeon in a medieval war.
Sudhir said,
पोस्टमैन।
Arnab said,
Courier boy.
नविका डिसाइडेड अपने शो में AI से समझा देती हूँ कि पाकिस्तान एक्चुअली पोस्टमैन है। वाह वाह, क्या AI जनरेटेड इमेज है। That was the big takeaway.
At 12:56, he put out a tweet, but he forgot to remove the part which made it totally clear that he was playing the role of courier boy. So this courier boy, Shehbaz Sharif, loyal like hell to Trump, put out a tweet, but he forgot to remove the message of his master.
The post was drafted for him by someone else. And how does the world know this? Because Pakistan Prime Minister posted it with the mention draft Pakistan's PM message on X. All of that unedited.
ड्राफ्ट वाला ट्वीट कर दिया भैया जी ने, और फिर विवेक जी एकदम पगला गए। हाँ, विवेक जी तो एकदम अपने बिस्तर से ही लौट गए। कहा ये क्या हो गया, मैं जिसकी दुआएं कर रहा था वो पूर्ण हो गई।
पोस्ट की एक लाइन ने पाकिस्तान की पोल खोल दी, और वो लाइन है सबसे ऊपर जो आपकी स्क्रीन पर है, देखिए। ऊपर लिखा है ड्राफ्ट पाकिस्तान PM मैसेज ऑन X, यानी पाकिस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री X पर क्या मैसेज लिखने वाले हैं, ये उसका ड्राफ्ट है।
ड्राफ्ट पाकिस्तान PM मैसेज ऑन X। अब ये लाइन किसी भी पोस्ट में तभी लिखी हो सकती है जब इसे बाहरी देश से लिखकर भेजा गया।
मतलब वो कॉपी पेस्ट में ऊपर की लाइन भी लिखना भूल गए, हटाना भूल गए। मतलब दैट इज क्वाइट फनी, दैट इज क्वाइट फनी।
Think about it. It is actually quite funny. Arnab, Sudhir, Anjana, Rubika, Amish, they are criticizing someone for copy pasting a message on X.
अरे कभी आईने में मुंह देख लो यार।
Exactly, सुशांत, तुमसे तो वैसे हम बाद में निपट लेंगे, but seriously, these guys are criticizing someone for being a postman, just a delivery boy / girl. मतलब आपका कोई काम नहीं है, जो आपके आका हैं उनका एजेंडा जो है बस आपको वो आगे करना है दिन रात। मतलब यार, तुम लोग का तो सारा प्राइम टाइम करियर ही है अपने आकाओं का मैसेज कॉपी पेस्ट फॉरवर्ड। क्या यार, आयरनी देवी की भी जय है। माय फेवरेट बिट वाज नविका का ट्वीट ऑन एक्स। वैसे ट्वीट तो ट्विटर के टाइम पे होता है, तब एक्स पे क्या होता है? एनीवे, आई लव्ड हर पोस्ट ऑन एक्स. Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif posts on global diplomacy but forgets to remove quote-unquote draft. Basically a case of copy-paste gone wrong! Exclamation! From diplomacy to control plus C, control plus V. That too on a world stage. So embarrassing. And some even calling this master stroke back home. कंट्रोल सी प्लस कंट्रोल वी कॉपी पेस्ट करना एम्बैरेसिंग है, आई एग्री. और उसको मास्टर स्ट्रोक कहना या उसके नाम पे पूरा प्राइम टाइम शो कर देना, वो तो और भी एम्बैरेसिंग है यार. थोड़े अपने कॉलीग की भी सुन लो.
अरे कभी आईने में मुंह देख लो यार.
वैसे सुशांत, तुम भी अपना मुंह देख लो.
लोग कह रहे हैं कि शहबाज ने जो ट्वीट किया वो उसको किसी ने बना कर दिया था कि सुनो इसको ट्वीट कर दो.
जगत ज्ञानी सुशांत, इनको सब पता सी.
ऐसा देश है, खुद वहां के लोग कह रहे हैं कि भाई तुमको अमेरिका ने मैसेज भेजा, इसी के लिए पाल के रखा है क्या अमेरिका ने तुमको, डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प ने मुनीर को, कि जो भेजूंगा वो ट्वीट कर देना, समझे?
Notice how when Trump is talking to Pakistani Prime Minister, it's always समझे कर देना, ये समझे तुम नौकर टाइप लोग. And when it comes to Modi dealing with Trump, then it's
फ्लावर समझा क्या, ये फायर है बॉस, ये नया भारत.
My God. So much has happened at the international stage this week and these guys are behaving like it's the first time anyone has ever written a draft tweet for someone powerful to be tweeted out. But sure, it's an interesting detail to note, but is this the big story? Now, as we record this show, which is Thursday morning, like I said, Israel has already ignored the ceasefire. In 10 minutes, they launched 100 missiles, killed more than 200 people in Lebanon. Israel said, oh, Lebanon तो पार्ट ही नहीं था कभी ceasefire का, हमने तो बोला ही नहीं था कभी, हमने तो बस बोला था Iran was part of it. Lebanon तो गलती से आपको एमी लग गया होगा. US also quickly backtracked.
First of all, I actually think, and there's a lot of bad faith negotiation and a lot of bad faith propaganda going on. I think this comes from a legitimate misunderstanding. I think the Iranians thought that the ceasefire included Lebanon, and it just didn't. We never made that promise. We never indicated that was going to be the case. What we said is that the ceasefire would be focused on Iran, and the ceasefire would be focused on America's allies.
Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister pointed out the ceasefire agreement as posted by Pakistan.
The Iran-US ceasefire terms are clear and explicit. The US must choose ceasefire or continued war via Israel. It cannot have both. The world sees the massacres in Lebanon. The ball is in the US court and the world is watching whether it will act on its commitments.
And then Trump is back again saying he's ready for war. If Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz, then expect bigger, better shooting stars. America is back. The great American military is waiting for its next conquest. So you see, we're dealing with a really volatile situation right now, and need I say, we're dealing with a bunch of warlords. In all of this, there's the real question of what India has done. What has been India's position? At one level, you can say, ठीक है भाई, लड़ने दो, हम बीच में क्या ही पड़ें, क्यों ही फंसे इतनी volatile situation में. But then there is the question of Pakistan and China coming together to negotiate peace in India's backyard. So what really happened with this ceasefire? A piece in Guardian had quite a bit of behind-the-scenes action on how it all unfolded. Tuesday 5 p.m, Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif was all morose, said ki bhai, we should prepare for war. Meanwhile, the real power in Pakistan, its army and intelligence was doing backroom channel talks. They were continuing to talk. Asim Munir, Pakistan's all-powerful army chief, and Asim Malik, Pakistan's head of army intelligence and national security advisor, aka Unka Doval, carried out working the phones. Munir has a strong personal rapport with Trump and a long-standing relationship with Iran's Revolutionary Guards, so he was pretty well placed to talk to both of them. According to The Guardian, both sides wanted an end to the fighting. That's what a Pakistani official said. But the push for ceasefire had come primarily from Trump, who was trapped in a war he had thought might not go beyond 3 days. So Trump social media पे जाए जितना अपना भोकाल मचाए, privately it seems like he really wanted to get out of something that seems unending, a war with Iran. Now the Guardian piece also says Iran didn't trust US's truce offer, and so China entered the picture. Pakistan's foreign minister Ishaq Dar had flown to Beijing last week to discuss a bigger commitment from China to help end the conflict. China was apparently persuaded by other friendly countries to nudge Iran accept the ceasefire, with China acting as a guarantor for Iran. Note this line by a Pakistani official: "We were the mediator, not the guarantor." The main role was played by China. They became a guarantor of the ceasefire and pledged that the US would stand by the agreement and the talks would go smoothly in Islamabad. They told Iran to accept this deal. So, Pakistan was mediator and China was guarantor. नहीं समझे? मैं समझाती हूँ। मान लो अर्नब और सुधीर के बीच में झगड़ा हो जाए तो अमित मालविया कैन बी द मीडिएटर। क्यों लड़ रहे हो यार? दोनों को एक साथ रहना है, मिलजुल के काम करना है, साथ में मत लड़ो। एंड देन अमित शाह कैन बी द गारंटर। मत लड़ो यार, हमारी गारंटी है, दोनों को एड्स मिलेंगे। ठीक है, दोनों का बिजनेस चलेगा। Whatever version is true, maybe Pakistan was acting on behalf of US, postman था, courier boy था, जो भी था, it played a role and you can't negate that. But why did Pakistan play this role of a mediator? Not just for global thaptapai. The country is at a serious domestic risk. Pakistan has a large Shia population sympathetic to Iran. It has a long border with Iran. Plus, Pakistan had recently signed a defense agreement with Saudi Arabia. If the war would have broken out, then Saudi would have joined in, and that would make things very difficult for Pakistan. Which way would it side? So basically, mediation was a way of avoiding getting sucked into a dangerous, endless conflict. Now, where does India stand in all of this? After the Pahalgam terror attack, India established a new norm. Any terror attack is equal to treated as an act of war by Pakistan. It's just been 1 year to Operation Sindoor, where India believed it had cornered Pakistan. Remember, our members of parliament went all over the world to apparently isolate Pakistan? That was Shashi Tharoor singing his way to cornering Pakistan. Our MPs, travelling on our taxpayers' money, had us believe that they had achieved some great diplomatic coup by isolating Pakistan on the global stage. We believed that back home. We actually believed that we had isolated Pakistan globally, especially in the Gulf region. Modi's improving ties with UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, that was also touted as something big, a big foreign policy coup. And we conveniently believe that just because we have become friends with these Gulf nations, Pakistan has been isolated by these so-called Muslim nations. The reality right now looks quite different. Pakistan, like I said, has signed a defense deal with Saudi Arabia and is now actively mediating global conflict that involves all Gulf nations. And now the most crucial aspect. A Pakistan-China diplomatic axis seems to be emerging. China supports Pakistan diplomatically. Pakistan executes on-ground negotiations. This combination is expanding influence all over West Asia and it will shrink India's strategic space. इस सब में धुरंधर जी, मोदी जी, Red Eye Shankar ji, सब missing in action. Remember, in Operation Sindoor, it was Chinese missiles that helped down our jets. China was actively helping Pakistan. So both of these countries came together for diplomacy in our backyard. That should be a real cause of worry for us. That is the real story. Not कि ये ड्राफ्ट ट्वीट कब किया और कब ड्राफ्ट एडिट करके फिर ट्वीट किया, ये तो स्टोरी है ही नहीं. बट हमारे स्टूडियो जीवी की आंखें कैसे खुलेगी और कब खुलेगी?
हम विश्व गुरु तो हैं, विश्व गुरु तो हैं, विश्व गुरु तो हम हैं.
अभी का तो पता नहीं, लेकिन 2047 तक जरूर हो जाएंगे रूबिका. आपके नक्शे कदमों पे चलेंगे तो जरूर हो ही जाएंगे. If you want to know more about the ceasefire, then do check out our piece on newslaundry.com by Nirupama Subramanian. It'll give you a very cleared-eyed view of how we should be looking at this entire episode and why we need to do more than just say कि हम विश्वगुरु हैं और पाकिस्तान गंदा है, घटिया है, हमारा enemy है. It's time for some real politics and it's time for some real work that actually shows results. Do check out this piece, like I said, and do check out all our reporting on newslaundry.com. That is brought to you exclusively by our subscribers, not by any advertisements. There's a QR code flashing on your screen right now. If you like what we do support News Laundry. And guys, I'm not going to be in Delhi next week. I'm heading to West Bengal for elections. For the next 10 days, me and my team will be in West Bengal trying to bring you stories from the ground. So न्यूज़ भी थोड़ा हटके होगा और आपको बहुत सारी रिपोर्टिंग मिलेगी. हमने ऑलरेडी इंटरव्यूज करे हैं काफ़ी सारे. महुआ मोइत्रा का करा है, शुभेंदु अधिकारी का किया है.
आप कह रहे हो बीजेपी इज इन अ गुड पोजीशन, बट लोकसभा में तृणमूल डिड बेटर. बीजेपी केम डाउन डिस्पाइट मोदी फैक्टर.
लोकसभा चुनाव डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से नहीं हुआ.
आपने इन्फिल्ट्रेशन का बड़ा मुद्दा उठाया है. आप कह रहे हो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है वेस्ट बंगाल में.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं है,
अलार्मिंग है, बट उसका प्रूफ कहाँ है? वेयर इज द एविडेंस कि इन्फिल्ट्रेशन है?
इतना अनफेंस्ड एरिया में आपका कितना लाख बीएसएफ खड़ा करेगा?
नहीं, बट अगर अलार्मिंग होता तो एसआईआर में इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स या आउटसाइडर्स पकड़े जाते. अभी तक जो लोग एक्सक्लूड हुआ है, किसी ने उनको इन्फिल्ट्रेटर नहीं बोला है. या तो वो डेड है या डुप्लीकेट है और मूव्ड रेजिडेंट. So no infiltrator has been found as per EC.
Your statement is not right.
We have a detailed report also coming out on SIR and a couple of more reports on what's really happening in West Bengal. My team and I will also head out. We'll be there. So tell us in the comments section what you want us to report from West Bengal. Tell us what we should be doing. And of course, support our election reporting. All of this is completely ad-free. Scan the QR code on your screen right now. It's our NL Sena campaign that powers all our election reporting. केरला से तमिलनाडु से पुडुचेरी से असम से लेके वेस्ट बंगाल तक जो भी रिपोर्टिंग अभी तक हम आपके लिए लाए हैं वो completely ad free है. सिर्फ आपके सहयोग से ही ये ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट्स पॉसिबल हैं. You can choose the lowest amount if you want. 500 rupees is good enough for us. That will mean that you guys actually value what we do, and it will also help us go ahead and do what we want to do. If enough people support us, subscribe us, we can actually just complete our goal and make sure that our reporting remains completely independent and ad-free. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I'll see you back in Delhi in this studio after maybe 2 weeks. Till then, stay tuned for all our ground reporting from West Bengal.